Before terrorizing Rick and his allies, the governor was just Philip Blake, a father trying to protect his daughter at the end of the world. But the apocalypse doesn't just change bodies, it consumes souls. This is the origin of the man who traded love for madness. The zombie apocalypse came without warning. Philip Blake, his daughter Penny, his brother Brian, and 2 friends leave Atlanta trying to survive civilization's collapse. Every day is a risk. Roads infested. Silence broken by groans. Philip takes the lead without hesitation, driven by a protective fury. But something inside him starts to crack. When they have to break into homes and kill people, infected or not, he doesn't flinch. Violence becomes routine. While Brian tries to hold on to old values, Philip adopts the motto of survival at any cost. He protects Penny with tooth and nail, but his obsession with keeping her alive makes him unpredictable. The man who was once just a loving father begins to disappear in the dark choices he makes every day. With each zombie killed, each sacrifice made, the old Philip fades, and a colder, more ruthless version takes his place. Penny is the center of everything. The girl clings to her father, unaware of the true horror. Philip shelters her from the world's nightmares, building a bubble, where truth doesn't enter. When one of the group is devoured, Philip lies, saying he left. When they raid houses for food, he tells Penny to cover her ears. Brian sees how Philip manipulates his daughter to preserve an illusion of normalcy. But the child feels it. She changes. Grows quieter, sadder. Without realizing it, Philip demands the impossible, that she be his emotional anchor, when she's just a frightened girl. In a sudden zombie attack, Penny is nearly bitten. Philip snaps, killing the infected viciously and punching a survivor for hesitating. This is no longer love, it's possession. Though alive, Penny begins to vanish emotionally. What remains is the shadow of a girl, bound to the madness of a father who refuses to let go. The fall begins in silence. During an ambush caused by Philip's impulsiveness, another group member dies. Brian, increasingly disturbed, tries to reason with him. But Philip yells, threatens, demands obedience. Dialogue is over. Then Penny is bitten. There's no saving her. Brian begs Philip to let her go, but he refuses. He ties her up. Cries. Punches walls. Feeds her bits of meat. Spends days talking to her as if she were alive. Penny's transformation is slow and cruel, and Philip's even more so. He isolates himself. Stops eating, stops bathing. Nothing exists but Penny. Brian considers fleeing, but he's afraid, not just of the world, but of what Philip might do to him. The father figure, destroyed. The brother, deformed. Philip is no longer human, and yet still believes he's saving his daughter. There, among bones, blood, and delusion, the governor is born. Philip abandons his name. Now, he calls himself governor, leader of a new order that exists only in his mind. The nickname started as a joke, but he adopts it with terrifying seriousness. He finds a small settlement and takes control through manipulation and brutality. He lies about his past, about Penny, about everything. Slowly, people believe him, because he offers safety, though through an iron fist. Penny is hidden, chained, fed in secret. Philip talks to her every night. Tells stories. Brushes her hair. Throws parties alone in her room. Madness has become routine. Brian can't take it anymore. He tries to confront him, Philip beats him and locks him up. The governor is now untouchable. His face, once a father's, is now a dictator's. But his eyes still weep for Penny. The tragedy is complete, Philip Blake is dead, and a monster clinging to a past that no longer exists has taken his place. Woodbury. A ruined town, but with structure. The governor transforms it into his empire. He rebuilds walls. Enforces rules. Creates death matches for entertainment. Obey and live. Defy and die. The town fears and follows him. Penny remains in her cell, zombified, treated like a princess. Her room is decorated like a real home. But it's all fake. This isn't love, it's sickness. The governor sits on his wooden chair as if it were a throne. But it's a throne built on denial, trauma, and obsession. He has become the worst kind of villain, one who believes he's right. To the townspeople, he's a savior. To his enemies, a threat. But to himself, he's just a father trying to keep his daughter close. And that makes him more dangerous than any zombie. And that's another page in the Heroic Chronicles. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe for more untold tales from the world of comics. There's always another hero, another villain, and another turning point waiting in the shadows. See you in the next chapter.